Hello, 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 hello. Check. Check 1, 2. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Is this better? Are we audible now? Are we good? Okay, there we go. Dude, I don't understand why this happens. I don't understand why this happens sometimes. Oh man, I was just on a call too, and my both my webcam and my keyboard just kept disconnecting and reconnecting. What the heck? Anyways, hi everyone. Itsu, welcome on in. Sid, Itsu, Schwam, welcome on in everyone. Nothing is worse than computers. Dude, I've had this computer for quite a few years now. Time has flown by. I feel like it was just a couple months ago that you came by and helped put this together, you know. That's why I dedicated my life to breaking them. I see. So there is a strategy here where it's oh yeah, I'll build your computer for you, and then you just as you build it, you twist one little screw so that as it gets used over time, it just slowly comes out, and it's oh damn, it broke. I guess I have to come over to fix it, and even though you did that shit for free for me, which I appreciate. Thank you. Anyways, I've been had. So, we have a Nintendo Direct. It just happened already, or it just happened. It happened at 9 o'clock. I wasn't available to watch it right at 9, so we're here now to watch it at 10. 10. It's 10:25 already? Jesus. Time's flying. But before I get into it, obviously, no spoilers in chat if you've seen it already. If you have seen it, press 1. If you have not seen it, press 2. Are you watching it for the first time? Or have you watched it already? If you have seen it, press 1. If you have not seen it, press 2. Curious. So Schwam hasn't seen it, so you'll be watching it with me here. It is a partner showcase, so we are not going to be getting anything directly from Nintendo. So no Zelda, no Kirby, no Pokemon, nothing like that. But going into this, I know a while ago they announced the Switch exclusive Souls-like game from Software. From Software has like a, you know, dedicated Switch exclusive Souls-like game that they're making. So we might see that here today more. Obviously, as you're saying in chat, Silksong, someday. It's got to happen at some point. If we just say Silksong every stream, and like we're bound to get it right eventually, you know. So that'll happen at some point. Otherwise, I don't really know what else to expect. I expect a bunch of indie games probably, but we shouldn't be getting anything like actual Nintendo. And aside from Pokemon Legends EA, I don't even really think Pokemon, or I don't really think there's been any Nintendo games that I'm like looking forward to at the moment. Like Kirby Air Ride's cool, Metroid Prime 4. I don't even think I'm gonna get that, but you know, there's those. But again, we're not getting those today, so I don't really know where I'm at with gaming at the moment. Like in terms of new stuff, I don't follow other companies like I do with Nintendo, so it's like I don't know what's going on over at Sony and Namco, like Bandai Namco and stuff like that, unless it's like directly in a Nintendo Direct, you know. So I guess we'll just see what happens. We're kind of just going into this fresh, and we'll just see what happens here. Hunter, welcome on in. Hello, hello. How's it going? Did you see there's going to be a playable demo at a con in Australia this month of Silksong? No, I didn't see that. What the heck? Why does Australia get to do that? That's fun. Not fun for me, though, because I don't get to demo it. Anyways, let's get to this reaction scene here. Hopefully everything's good. I'm turning off shenanigans. I now have a shenanigan button on my Stream Deck, and so when I press it, it should just turn off all of my stuff. So there shouldn't be any, like, oh, the bit stuff might come through. But that's okay. I don't mind if, like, alerts come through, because I don't really make YouTube videos on, like, my reactions anymore. But my Professor Oak should be off. My Critical Hits should be off. Yeah, we have not watched this yet, so no spoilers in chat. We are literally about to watch this. That's why the stream is called Nintendo Direct Live Reaction. We are about to start. So yeah, no spoilers. I didn't read anything. And let's just get into it. Let's just start. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is the live stream. 27 minutes. We're chilling. Here we go. You moved your thing? Cool. Sounds good. Cheese Burrito, hello. Welcome on in. That just helped prove that Professor Oak is turned off. We're good. Let's do this. Partner Showcase. Here we go. For a second, I thought it was, like, Zelda. I was like, wait, we're not supposed to be getting Zelda? But this is not. Oh, is this Monster Hunter Stories? Capcom, I think it is. Yeah. I, would love to play this someday. Yeah, it looked like Zelda for a second. Yeah, there's Rathalos. Yeah, it's like the RPG Monster Hunter series.
Our ignorance is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home. But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of war.
I feel like this game is more up my alley than regular Monster Hunter games. Looks very Fire Emblem.
Can't afford not to go.
It feels very Fire Emblem-esque. Is it a new one? Oh, I didn't realize it was a new one. Oh, that's the guy from, wow, Monster Hunter Stories 3. Okay. I actually just thought it was just more on the second one. Cool.
I can hear them. Two sounds.
I didn't realize it was like a new one.
Each other.
Oh. I don't know the series enough to know who that could have been. Monster Hunter Fire Emblem, right?
In this presentation, we'll
got
be
behind with
focusing
Monster
on
Hunter, but I
games
would
from our
probably get this
publishing
at some
and
point. Yeah,
development
I'm kind of like the
partners.
same thing, right?
What
It's like
you
I would
just
love to
saw
play
was
this
Monster
someday.
Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection.
How's the,
launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next
Quality.
year.
Okay, yeah, we're at.
We hope you're looking forward
1080.
to another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter universe. Today,
He's the one
we'll
from,
present games coming to the
not
Nintendo
Wilds.
Switch 2
What was the one
and
before that?
Nintendo Switch systems. Before a game is shown, you'll see the logo
Or is
of
it
the
Wilds?
system the
Monster
game
Hunter
will
Wilds?
launch on
No. What was the
here.
one before that? With the big. I recognize that one creature, but
If both logos are shown, the game will launch on both platforms.
yeah, that makes sense. So you don't have to
Okay.
keep saying it.
First up, let's take a look at some upcoming
Rise, thank you.
Nintendo Switch
Monster Hunter
games.
Rise, that's what it was. T-Bone, welcome on in. How's it going?
Let the good times roll.
No!
By royal decree, a brand new game in the Katamari.
It's a
Damacy
brand
series
new
is
game
launched
of
on Nintendo
Katamari?
Switch.
What?
Roll your Katamari through historic eras like Edo, Japan. and
Once Upon a
more.
Katamari
It's
was what it was called.
time-hopping trip through the ages to restore the universe for the king of all cosmos.
Wait, they're saying this as if they had already announced this. I hadn't heard of
Roll your
this.
Katamari like royalty and customize the prince and cousins looks.
Oh, nice.
In addition,
Ooh, he's like long.
roll out with friends in online multiplayer.
Of course, you gotta have it online multiplayer these days.
Make a big Katamari and earn the most points to be crowned the winner.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know there was a new
Get
Katamari game.
Music
What
is
the heck?
back with an all-new soundtrack featuring new and returning music artists from the series history.
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Get ready to rock and roll through the ages when
Nice.
Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
October 24th, that's,
Pre-orders begin later today
very
on
soon.
Nintendo eShop.
I mean, it's pretty much August already, so 2 months, 2.5 months away.
Is calling.
Oh, here comes the typical Just Dance. We always gotta have a Just Dance. That should be on the bingo boards. On the bingo cards moving forward. Just like, alright, are we getting another Just Dance? Like, it's gonna happen every year. You love Just Dance? Yeah, I mean, I like the series. I don't play it nearly as often, but All-Star Smash Mouth, oh my god. Counting Stars, nice. Cool, cool. I saw Bruno Mars in there earlier too. I feel like I'm actually kind of decent at Just Dance. Nowhere near at the level that like people go nuts on. Like Itsu, like I know you're crazy at these like dancing games. But I could do a nice like medium level pretty well, you know.
Next up, are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Itsu knows I can freestyle a little bit.
Battle Beyond the Limit.
my poor attempt at freestyling that one time.
Charge up and unleash your fighting spirit in Dragon Ball
Course.
Sparking Zero. The
Oh,
latest
okay, yeah,
in
we
the
know
Women
about
Battler series.
this. Good old Dragon Ball Z.
Enter the fray with over 180 fighters.
Of course, I just bought Reroll for the second time to have it on Steam too. Oh, so it was kind of like a thing already. I wonder if I knew about it already and I just forgot. I totally forgot that there was a new Katamari if I had known about it already. Because they announced it as if they were like, oh yeah, like so that remake or that sequel is just coming to Switch.
To create your own scenarios.
Kind of like this, how it's like they're not showing a trailer for Dragon Ball Z. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, like, you know, we talked about this game already, and we're just explaining it, and now it's coming to Switch, you know.
Or Joy-Con controllers.
Including
Immerse
Goku,
yourself
yeah,
in
no
characters
way.
And unleash powerful attacks.
Reroll is just an old revamp of the original. Oh, okay. So it's not like a true sequel then. It's just a remake. And then they're just porting the remake to Switch and Switch 2. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see. It's just a ska, right? Yeah, yeah. I couldn't, I don't Running Man, I just skank. I can't help but go into skanking mode. Plants vs. Zombies. I never really played... I might have played, like, the original Plants vs. Zombies, like, however long ago. Not actual gameplay footage. I can't believe this series is like getting bigger and bigger. I'm not like too familiar with this like franchise, but I feel like Plants vs. Zombies is just like huge. It's like bigger than I even probably realize, you know. The one they just announced is brand new. Oh, okay, so it is brand new then. But I guess they must have announced it like somewhere else, because it felt very like not like, hey, check out this brand new trailer. It was just kind of like, oh hey, like that new Katamari game. It's coming to Switch, you know. It was very casual that they like talked about it.
The club is yours.
The club is yours. I like sort of like the new interface for the Switch. Like it looked like indented. Yeah. Eichenberg, hey, welcome on in. Bellsprout. Katamari Royal Reverie, the second game, is $30 on Steam. Oh, that's not bad. Gotcha. Yeah, I've only ever played the first one. So I can't keep up with like what each game is called.
Get reacquainted with these games.
Repack, retold, reloaded. Getting some Pac-Man here.
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man World 2 is coming back.
Wait.
Remade from scratch.
Oh.
Forests or on ice.
Wait, is this the one that was on
Fantastic
GameCube?
moves to clear stages in style.
If this was the one on GameCube, I played this a ton when I was a kid. Yeah, that looks familiar.
Plus, now you can adventure with a pal in
Oh, shoot.
Pac-Man World 2.
I think this is the one I
Purchase on
played.
Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. September
Wow. It looks
26th.
familiar. I
Begin
think
later
this is the one I
today on
played.
Nintendo eShop.
Pac-Man World.
Lead your party of
That's
Black
so
Mages,
cool.
Dragoons,
Is this Sonic?
and other allies to
You played the hell out of this?
victory
I'm pretty sure that's the same one that I had, too.
RPG, Final Fantasy Tactics, reborn with newly added
I don't know if I have my GameCube games here. Yeah, we heard about
game is now
FF
fully
Tactics.
voiced and adds brand new dialogue between characters.
Yeah, they like dropped this like
I know that he and I
recently.
are different.
They like talked about
as
it
well as new
somewhere.
difficulty options, a
It was the
feature to
GameCube one.
review
Yeah,
story
that's the one I
events,
played then.
and more.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Wow, that
Final
really takes me
Fantasy
back.
Tactics, the
I feel like I'm
Ivalice
imagining
Chronicles
myself in like
launches on
middle
Nintendo
school,
Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch,
booting up
September
the
30th.
GameCube and playing
Pre-orders
Pac-Man
begin
World
later
2.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Wow.
When the clock strikes midnight, shadows emerge and the dark hour begins.
Oh, Persona.
Step into the shoes of a high
Persona
school
3.
student who, together with his friends, awakens the supernatural
Makes sense.
power of Persona.
This is the
Attend class
Extended
and
edition or
explore
the
city
remake.
during the day as you forge bonds with every interaction.
or the deluxe
Then
version. There's so many
battle
different
through the mysterious Tower of
things to call
Tartarus
games, but
and
I think it's the deluxe
strategically
version.
take down rampaging shadows at
Hell yeah.
night. Enter the dark hour.
I mean,
and see
one of these days
when
they gotta give us
Persona
6.
3 Reload
They gotta
launches
give us
on the
Persona
Nintendo
6.
Switch
They've
2
been milking
system
Persona 5 so
October
much.
23rd. Pre-orders begin later today.
Then they
on
remade
Nintendo
Persona
eShop.
3 here, but one of these days they gotta give us 6. They gotta
Please take
cave.
a look at this.
Ooh, see, now this is new. Take a look at this. What is this? Oh. I was like, wait, it's Zelda, but it's the Hyrule Warriors one. Age of Imprisonment, I think. Right?
Given an opening, he will bear his
Yeah. Play as Rauru.
until Hyrule itself is no more.
Nice. Let's see it.
Be that as it may. We face
Okay, do they have names though? Oh, I get to like explore a bit too. It's cool. I want to see more characters though. I feel like I'm not as hyped about.
Hyrule of all places.
Was that?
This is madness.
Oh, who are you? We do get new characters.
there is danger here.
Unless that's just the.
Enormously so.
Unless that's just the ancestor unmasked. Age of Imprisonment. Nice. Like, obviously, I'm excited because it's a Zelda game, but I feel like I'm not as excited for this one like I was for Age of Calamity. Skyward Sword? I heard that Fi's theme. What the heck was that? Because that was like Minoru's.
We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches.
But Minoru's there.
We'll share more information on this title in the future.
Okay,
Let's
sure.
continue with some more games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Sounds good.
2.
Yeah, like I'm excited for it, but I don't feel as excited.
The realest Madden ever.
I don't care about this.
Built from
Sports.
Sundays. It's game
That bot
time.
thing from Tears of the Kingdom.
Kick off
But
your
I guess
journey
it
to
must
become
be
an NFL
taken over
legend
by
in the most
Fi
dynamic
instead.
Madden game yet. Rule the field
You know?
with all new player traits and realistic play styles.
Because I heard that Skyward Sword motif
Immerse yourself in
as they were
authentic
showing the
team
bot thing.
tradition
So it's not by Minoru, because
and
Minoru is like
strategize
alive
playmaking
in this game, and
decisions
she's
with
just like
newly
there,
added
you know?
features to lead your team to victory.
I still have only played Hyrule Warriors at your place, but I
Real
consider picking that
NFL
up.
data.
Yeah, I mean,
In franchise mode, choose
if
from
you want
3
to
new
borrow
archetypes to begin your coaching legacy.
Hyrule Warriors,
Or
Schwam, I could
become
just
your
like lend it to you.
favorite NFL coach, each with their own strategies. Customize your game plan by selecting new abilities each week that offer different tactical advantages. Then level them up to fine-tune your plays. Plus, compete on the gridiron in local or online multiplayer. EA Sports Madden NFL 26.
At the very least,
Touches
Age
down
of
on
Calamity, I
Nintendo
think I
Switch
have,
2,
because I think
August
the
14th.
regular Hyrule
Orders
Warriors,
are
I think I had on the
available
Wii U.
now on Nintendo
So,
eShop.
silver is football. I'm not much of a sports guy, so I'm like, oh, okay, we could talk over this. Now we're back. We're back to the schedule.
Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build campfires in this cozy
Chilling by the fire.
building sim.
Oink Games.
Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. But
Okay,
if you
just feel
don't
like cozy-
fuel the flames properly,
Cozy
they'll
game.
fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain the right amount of heat.
Okay.
Don't let wet logs dampen your fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create an even
that how that
bigger
works?
fire, just blow on it. Sometimes though,
just dry it
a
up and
little
it's all good.
patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up
You
the
watched it
sky.
earlier. I figured you watched it earlier. Yeah.
You can also
How's it
get
going,
the
dude?
flames going
Hello,
in
hello.
rainy or snowy
For a moment, I thought this was
conditions.
like Outer Wilds, and I got
Try
excited.
mastering your
I've heard
campfire
Outer
making
Wilds is
skills
fantastic.
with
I
a
have not played it.
compatible USB camera.
Oh.
You can enjoy each other's company around the campfire.
This was cozy until
Might even
your
strike
friend's
up
head's
some
popping.
interesting conversations. Relax and stay a while.
It's funny.
When chillin' by the fire sparks to life on Nintendo Switch 2.
I have a friend who did a cover of one of the Outer Wilds songs, so I've like listened to that cover, and it sounds fantastic. Like I feel like
Apex Legends is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Apex Legends. I'm not big into Apex, so I don't really care.
Squad up
But,
and survive 19 other teams in Battle Royale.
I felt emotional and nostalgic
Or show off your
for my
skills in
friend's
mixtape,
cover,
where you'll
even
take
though I've
on
never
3
played Outer
rotating
Wilds
game
before.
modes.
And just that alone
Battle Royale and mixtape
has like
with enhanced resolution
made me think
and
that
smoother
the game's probably
performance.
really good. And like my friend has like vouched for it. I know some of you guys have vouched for it, that it's like really good.
Apex Legends launches
Yeah,
on
Schwam, there you go.
Nintendo
It's like I
Switch
can't
2
emphasize this
system
enough. Play Outer
August
Wilds
5th,
on stream
along
or
with
off
the
stream.
new
I don't care.
season,
But don't look anything up about it. Just go in blind and take as long as you need to figure it. Yeah, it sounds good. I still don't know much
Cure
about
a
it.
witch's illness. Her tiny familiar embarks
Oh.
on a grand adventure
Oh.
with your magical froggy backpack
Okay.
in tow.
Oh,
You
okay.
can climb
Hold on, wait.
and even swing to greater heights. Explore this vast world.
Okay.
And gather ingredients to create
Exploring.
a cure for your enchanting
As a little
ally.
mouse. I kind of
Plus,
like
up to
it.
4 players can journey together in
4
online
players.
co-op. A
Is it
little
just
mouse's
cozy
magnificent
exploring, I
adventure
guess?
begins when Hella launches
Hella.
on Nintendo Switch 2 next
That's
year.
hella cute. Keep it that way. Yeah, I'm a fan of going into games blind. Like when I hear people being like, "Oh, you don't want to know anything about this game," because that was like with Undertale, I think, right? Usually a lot of people are just like, "Oh, do not look up anything about Undertale. Like, it's just better to go in blind." You know it's a good game when people recommend that. I feel like sometimes that's hard to sell. When you're trying to get someone to like, oh, dude, watch this movie or play this game, like, don't look it up, but you just, like, trust me, like, get into it, you know? It's hard to sell that to someone without explaining what it is. But I know a lot of people have vouched for Outer Wilds, so I would be open to trying it at some point.
Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in
This game is so charming.
travel across the outer rim.
Reminds me of Moss.
Ready to live the
Star
life
Wars
of
is
a
cool. I'm not into
scoundrel
Star Wars this much.
Star Wars Outlaws launches on Nintendo Switch.
And I already knew about
September
Outlaws,
4th.
so it's just, yeah, ported here.
Pre-orders are available now
Give me a
on
new
Nintendo
Lord of the Rings
eShop.
game, though. Not the Shire Hobbit one.
Future.
That one's kind of okay. Dude, give me, like, a full-fledged, like, story adventure
As an agent
Lord of the Rings game that's not
you
Lego,
travel between a future
and
plagued by
we're solid. I actually really
anomalies
enjoy the Lego
and
game too,
past
but
on the verge of collapse to uncover
we
the
get all the Star Wars
mysteries
stuff,
of
but
this
where's the
world.
Lord of the Rings stuff?
In the future, dangerous creatures born from the remnants of humanity prowl the wasteland. You'll need to
Oh.
craft ammo and supplies with limited resources to fend off brutal enemies.
Okay.
But don't let
I like
your
this,
guard down after
synth.
defeating them. If a monster absorbs a fallen enemy, it'll evolve into an even more
Ooh.
nightmarish form.
That's cool.
So act
That's a cool
quickly to
mechanic.
dispose of enemies.
I like that. For a horror game like that, I think that's really, really cool idea.
Travel back in time
If you don't take care of the enemies
by
quicker, they
extracting
just
the
get
essences
stronger.
of people you meet in the past. You can strengthen your own abilities.
Okay.
However,
Very Dead Space
there's a
coded.
price to pay.
This game actually piqued your
You'll be
interest.
haunted by visual and auditory illusions
Sometimes things have a better
that
effect when you
lose your
don't
grip
spoil
on
stuff too much.
reality.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, obviously, like,
What
Nintendo
caused the
Directs
world to
and stuff like
collapse?
this are always, like, a showcase of games and
And what is
everything,
the
but when
true
people say, like,
mission
oh,
you've been
don't look up
tasked
anything
with?
about this game, it's like, okay,
Chronos,
that's
the
gonna be the
new
way
dawn,
to go.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 5th. The dragons of the East and West clash.
Yep, I kind of figured a lot of this would be ports. Never played this series either. I see Prez the Castle play the Yakuza series.
Yakuza Kiwami 2 is brawling its way
it looks
onto
fun.
Nintendo Switch 2.
But, you know, your boy only has so much time in the day.
Sotenbori Osaka,
When you when you run a business and
districts
making
in
music
Japan,
and
where the former
playing in other
dragon of
bands
Dojima,
and
Kazuma Kiryu
working on
faces down
YouTube
the dragon of
videos.
Kansai, Ryuji Goda.
I haven't even played Donkey Kong Bonanza as much, you know. Disco Elysium and Spiritfarer I heard are also good to go in blind. I've heard of Spiritfarer, but I haven't played it though.
Duke it out using your fists,
I mean, this looks
weapons,
fun.
and everything else at your disposal.
This isn't the turn-based one though, right? This is like real-time action.
Enjoy darts
I'm actually interested in playing the Yakuza one that's like turn-based.
and even golf.
This is basically
Short
Persona.
things to do.
I don't know who did it first though. Who did more of like the golf and
Deadly clash between
fun
two
things in between
dragons
fighting?
begins when
Did Persona do it first, or did
Yakuza
Yakuza do it first?
launches on Nintendo Switch 2,
If you know the answer to that, let me know.
and
This is the Kiryu
Yakuza
Saga, so
Kiwami,
fisticuffs.
the story that
Gotcha.
launched the epic series, is also
Played a demo of the
launching on
first game
Switch
back when
2
it first
the
came
same
out. It was
day,
fun. Yeah, this
featuring
franchise
enhanced
looks fun.
graphics, improved frame
Whether it's like the
rates, and
spin-offs or
additional
just
languages.
Yakuza in general. I'd love to get into that series someday.
There are plenty more games heading to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Wish you could play it for the first time again. Base Outer Worlds has such a good game design. Oh. What the heck? Good Night Universe. Okay. If they show Outer Wilds, I'm closing my eyes. The moment I see Outer Wilds, I'll be like, nope, not looking at it. NBA Bounce. Okay. I don't like how they look. Nicole has this. Nicole can't wait to play this. I'll probably end up watching her play Hello Kitty a little bit. She's very excited to play it. Okay, very anime game. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Gives me, what's the game that I played? Bow. Path of the Teal Lotus.
Before we go, we've got 2 more games to show you.
All right, we're
Please
almost
take
done.
a look.
Here we go. Let's see it. Yeah, Shinobi looks cool. Out of everything there.
To pass through that door is to pass through
Oh.
time.
Octopath?
Travel a road spanning centuries.
No. Is it?
From here, heroes set out.
There's
on
no
a
way they're doing Octopath 3 already. There's no way.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG.
Oh.
Brought to life in HD 2D.
Oh, is it just a brand new thing?
This is Philabildia, a continent overrun by beast tribes.
Philabildia.
A spell of safekeeping is all that protects
Oh.
humanity's sole bastion.
I love the
Kingdom
HD
of
2D.
Ether. One fateful day, a set of ruins is
I feel like
discovered
more
in the
games
wilds
need to do the HD
beyond the
2D.
castle
It's such a
walls.
cool style.
An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom.
Make
to
Pokemon
investigate.
HD 2D.
Facing danger is what adventurers do.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye.
Okay.
Together,
Oh
the
no.
duo
Oh
venture
no.
Beyond the kingdom's protection.
Give me
into
Bravely
the
Default
great,
vibes.
wide world.
The fairy flies. Airy
During
lies.
your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes.
Interesting. So it's
In
more
battle, study your opponent's moves
like real-time
carefully
action
and find opportunities to strike.
in this style.
Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes.
Okay.
Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more.
It's cool. I like it.
7 weapon types in total. but
7 weapon
that's
types.
Not all. You can
No party
also
members, though?
Strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of
I guess for
mag
real-time
sight.
action, it's like you only
Try
control
out
one
all
character.
sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you.
This looks great, though. I like it.
Your fairy
It gives,
companion, Faye, can also attack
like top-down
and
Zelda
pick up
vibes.
items.
You know?
You can control both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the
Oh,
same
you
time.
control them separately.
You'll find that she's very helpful on your adventure.
Oh, how does that work? Controlling them separately. Like if you're not doing
Join
2-player.
Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years.
Pixel art is great.
The
I'm very
Adventures
picky
of
with pixel art
Elliot,
too,
the Millennium
but I really
Tales
like the pixel art in like the
launches
HD
on
2D
Nintendo
games.
Switch 2 next year.
Wow,
After
I'm looking
today's
forward to this.
presentation, a debut demo
This is
will be
cool.
available, and there will be an upcoming survey to gather
Weird
player
graphics for
feedback.
Silksong, but whatever. Oh my god, dude, there's no way. There's no way they do Silksong last.
In the beginning, there was nothing.
No, it's not.
Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world. the
There will come a
land of
day.
Ostera.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Octopath Traveler 0. Oh. We're going back. We're not moving forward. We're going back.
Your journey, yes.
So we are getting Octopath Traveler.
You're finally ready.
Dude, I still gotta play the second one. I haven't played the second one yet.
Lighting ceremony.
You have a death wish?
I wish I could
It's
see
so
everyone
good.
here,
The HD 2D
smiling
is
just
so
one
good.
more
I
time.
love it.
Are you
I
going to
love
find
this
Red
style.
Bushvale? Or are you going to find the people who
Wait,
took our home from
was that
us?
Tessa from the first game?
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Ostera.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It's Primrose. Yeah, yeah, wait. I think some of the older characters are in this.
Octopath Traveler 0.
Oh shit! December. Okay.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
That's it.
Partner Showcase.
Nice.
Thank you for watching.
That's a pretty strong end. I like it. Good start with Monster Hunter, Katamari. Gotta have the Just Dance, gotta have Dragon Ball Z. You get your sports. Pac-Man. Persona 3, Age of Imprisonment. Some more sports. That was alright. That was okay. Kind of interested. Star Wars, Yakuza, cool. And then, oh my god, wait, how many characters were there? Hold on. Since we're at the end here now. Am I actually gonna sit here and count this? Holy crap. Yeah, look, there's Therion. This is the, I almost said the Gen 1 crew. This is the Gen 1 crew. This is the crew that I'm familiar with from Octopath 1. And then I'm assuming some of these guys are probably from Octopath 2, which I have not played, but I would like to someday. But, oh my god, there's so many characters here. They're probably just showcasing this, though. There's no way, like, you get to just play as this many characters in, like, a boss fight. That'd be nuts, though, right? Imagine, like, 24 players. Hey, if Mario Kart can do it, why not Octopath? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Imagine 32-player Octopath. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Honestly, not bad. What would you guys rate that direct out of 10? Excuse me. I'm still trying to wake up here. Silksong fans rolling their graves right now. I mean, we can't get any dirtier than we already are rolling in our grave, right? We've been rolling in these graves for like 8 years at this point. Like, you can't add any more dirt to me. Like, it's just, at this point, you know, it is what it is. We've been covered since the 3rd year. Somehow Mike Shell and I called the Pac-Man announcement. Really? We were losing our minds? That's crazy. That's cool. I played that game when I was a kid. That was like, those are the days. So T-Bone says 5 or 6 rating. Yeah. I would probably say like a, maybe like a 6 for me. Nothing like too mind-blowingly like, shocking for me. I feel like the 2 games that really did that for me were Katamari, seeing the new Katamari game, which I didn't even know about. So if they had announced that somewhere else, I just didn't hear about it. So new Katamari game, exciting, and Pac-Man. I feel like those 2 was like, oh my god, wait, are you kidding me? They're doing this? This is cool. I'm not as excited for Age of Imprisonment. I kind of like, if I get it, I get it, but I kind of not crazy about it, you know? Best thing for you was Monster Hunter, so 2 out of 10. Yeah, that's totally fair. I feel like this is the first time a Zelda game is kind of like, I'm just kind of about. Yeah. This right here had the most intrigue. Yeah, you see that? Hear that Fi's theme? And so, like, the robot's coming to life, but I'm sure it's just, like, the spirit of Fi. But it's like, you don't get to play as Fi as they are in Skyward Sword. If it's like, I'm going to play as Fi, but it's the stupid robot thing that nobody liked in Tears of the Kingdom, then it's like, okay, well, whatever. I guess we get Fi. Yeah, it doesn't have Link in it. That's tough. That's a tough game to sell. To have a Warriors game, but not have Link and not have sort of like the, like just established character. I mean, you have Zelda, so at least it's like, oh, playable Zelda, kind of. Yeah, I think Age of Calamity was very hype, but I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm just not as attached to the characters, aside from Zelda herself, of course. But even like Rauru and Sonya,
There is danger here.
they're kind of like, yeah, like they're cool, but I don't feel so like attached to play as them as like Age of Calamity is like, oh my god, like Urbosa and Rivali, like that crew was so cool, you know. And then playing as the new gen ones too. Yes, I did finish Echoes of Wisdom. I don't remember if I 100% it, but I did finish it. I kind of like the original Hyrule Warriors better than Age of Calamity. And that's fair too. That one's tough for me to say because I like both of them a lot. I like how Hyrule Warriors, obviously is like sort of just a love letter to the Zelda franchise, where it's like you're getting, characters from Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Like that's like a whole like just big worlds collide kind of deal. So that has like its own appeal. And then I think Age of Calamity is really, really cool because it's sort of expanded on the Breath of the Wild universe. It being a what-if statement, of course, right? It's not like a true like beginning to it. But to bring all those characters in there was like so cool. You get like the Yiga clan, and you get like Teriko eventually as like the final playable character, I think. But getting all the Breath of the Wild characters was really, really cool. A lot of those characters were very beloved, so it's like, yeah, throw all these characters in a warrior style. It's like, yeah, totally, I would absolutely do this. Age of Imprisonment, though, it's like I don't really feel a connection too much to Rauru and Sonya. Zelda, of course, is the most, but like, and it's like, okay, we play as like the ancient ancestors that didn't get named, and I bet you their only dialogue is just Demon King, Secret Stone. The whole time. Like, they just talk like, Demon King, Secret Stone, Secret Demon, Stone. Like, they're like Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't really care about about these guys. So it's like, oh, cool, we get to play as them. Like, I don't, sure. These three are the biggest. Zelda being the most, like, most wanted to play. Rauru, Sonya, sure. It could be cool. But then it's like this guy. It's like, oh, cool. The Goron that we didn't get a name for. We get to play as him. And he's still masked. It's like,
Be that as it may.
yeah. I don't know about that one. Also, can we talk about Raru's glow up from Ocarina of Time? I don't, to be honest, do I prefer Ocarina of Time? Do I prefer Ocarina of Time Rauru? I almost feel like I do. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in the Zonai in general. It was such a hype thing to theorize about in the Breath of the Wild days, and they were supposed to be like this barbaric tribe, and then we just get like very kind goat people. So, not really sure. And to name one of them Rauru, like, I guess cool, but I don't know. They could have looked cooler. But yeah, anyways, Age of Imprisonment, not crazy about. Yeah, everything else was just kind of okay. Yakuza 2D, HD 2D games, very cool. Very interested in those. Not sure when I'm going to get around to playing it. The Adventures of Elliot is what it was called. The Millennium Tales. And then Octopath Traveler 0. Yeah, actually, I want to watch these two trailers one more time. I want to look at these. So bear with me as we just watch these again. And then we'll probably start wrapping up soon here. But I'm going to take my bomber hat off, too. It's getting a little toasty in here. They were kind of better as a mythology. I agree with that.
Games to show you. Please take
Just the amount of theories we got around the Zonai during the Breath of the Wild days was so good. People were coming up with so many cool ideas. And then Nintendo went with like none of it.
To travel a road spanning centuries.
Just hold on. Just look at this. Look at the depth and the layering, and it's pixel, but it's 3D, but the characters are still kind of like in a 2D kind of thing, you know. He tried to there you go. Here's my hat on. You didn't say how I should put it on, but there you go. The hat's on, and I'll take the hat off.
A road spanning centuries. From here,
oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Imagine Pokemon.
New action RPG.
Imagine HD 2D. Actually, you know what? I can imagine it. Check this out. What's the new Pokemon HD 2D Emerald? Yeah, look at this. Actually, let me YouTube it. Look at this. This is a fan-made game here. Pokemon HD 2D remake. Is it Gamma Emerald? Emerald. There's a new one that came out recently. Gamma. Yeah, I guess it is Paper Mario, but not paper, right? Demo trailer. Is it this? It might be this. Oh, look at this. It's basically like they just took Pokemon Emerald, but the developers of Octopath. It could be a little bit more polished, of course, you know? But this is like what 2D... This is like what 2D Pokemon could have evolved into. I love this. Oh, it's so good. I feel like Black and White was like kind of there, you know? Yeah, it's like I wish they kept refining the pixel animation from Black and White. I agree. I wish they stayed in the pixel direction. I think it makes sense that they... Oh, look, and this is like very Paper Mario-ish too. Like the 3D boat like that. Yeah, this game looks incredible because not only is it based on like Pokemon Emerald, of course, it's actually its own original story, I'm pretty sure. So it's not even following... It's like a brand new story. You're on this different island. So it's a cool take. It's like, I'm not just getting a remake of Ruby Sapphire. It's like these people actually put in a whole new story. Team Magma's in it. Team Aqua's in it. But you follow a whole new story. And that's always fun, you know? But, yeah. Yes, Wolfie, welcome on in. I do have a disable shenanigan button. So the shout-out stuff also gets muted while we're doing, like, reaction stuff, you know? Because... listen, I don't need you playing your theme song while I'm trying to react, but we are technically done with the react, so I could activate shenanigans now, like that. So now it should be active. But we're actually done technically with the reaction now. So, but yeah, I mean, imagine if Pokemon was like this, it'd be incredible. Shenanigans assemble, yeah, go for it. Go, you can do your command now. Okay. Why didn't it... Oh, is it not on this scene? Oh, the shadows might not just be on this scene at all. Look at...
Let me go get them with instant transmission. I'll be right back.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god, you just hit me all with all the shenanigans. You guys were holding your breaths there. And you finally come up for air like Goku and critical hit and the streamer music and also Anna, welcome on in. Hello, hello. That's good. Exactly. Do we get a that's bad? Oh, we don't even get a that's bad. We don't get both. What the heck? But yeah, imagine Pokemon like this. Is basically what I'm saying.
That's bad.
That is bad.
This is Philadelphia, a continent overrun by beasts.
Of course. Philippines. They could have just said Philippines. This is the Philippines.
Is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the kingdom of Huther. One fateful day.
I will say though, I don't know if I'm actually crazy about these names. I feel like when it comes to I love Philadelphia, you're still waking up. I'm kind of still waking up too. I only had a banana for breakfast. I'm actually feeling a little like shaky hungry. I might either have an early lunch or just try to eat something soon. But I feel like I don't know how to explain this. I feel like you guys might relate. Naming things, it has to like land with you, right? I feel like Philadelphia doesn't like land with me, you know? Like HG2Me, wow, this is beautiful. Love the pixel art, love the graphics. Philadelphia, I don't know how
humanity's sole bastion, the kingdom of Huther.
Kingdom of Huther. it might hit for some people. I feel like that's where it's very like case by case, right? Like naming things is hard. It really is. Sometimes it lands, and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it lands for some people. I think it has to like. I don't know. I think for me, there's a line between like fantasy and high fantasy. For example, Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. Absolutely love it. Probably one of my favorite pieces of fiction. You're probably like right below One Piece. Like One Piece is up there. One Piece would be a good example too. But for better relation here, Lord of the Rings. The Kingdom of Rohan. Love it. Kingdom of Gondor. Sure. Great. The Shire. Love it. Love that naming convention. The Enemy. Sauron. Great. But then, like, because maybe it's just I'm not familiar with it, but then it's like you get to the Second Age, and you get to like there's like a character called Morgoth, and then there's like this kingdom and that name, and then it's like sometimes the names are just like, okay, like you're starting to lose me. Like the high fantasy is starting to lose me a bit with the naming conventions. But a lot of the elves names too sometimes lose me. Like Galadriel works, but there's like Haldir. I'm not like. He's in the Third Age and he's in the movies, but like that name doesn't stick with me as much. But I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about like naming convention? I'm curious to see like what you guys think about like when they name things in like fantasy and stuff. Like, where's like the level of immersion do you get from it? You know, if that's the way to word it. It sounds like Philadelphia. Naming things is hard. Anna says I don't relate. For me, Philadelphia doesn't exist. It reminds you of something that's already established in your mind. Yeah. I feel like that is also kind of a line too where like
This is Philabildia.
Philabildia. I think it's the Bildia part. Like I don't mind that it says Phila. So like the Phila kind of like it like establishes something that's kind of familiar. But I'm not sure if Bildia was it for me. You know? I think the second half of the name could be different, and then I might be able to be like, oh, okay, like Philagon or Phila. I don't know. I think Phila could work, but the Bildia doesn't work for me. I think that's what doesn't work for me. New item acquired, the Bell of Liberty. Oh my god. Yeah, it reminds me way too much of how Philadelphia smells. Oh my god. So you technically don't have a first impression because it's layered on top of what you already know. Maybe. I could see that, I think. But I feel like part of it, too, is just, like... It doesn't roll off the tongue for me. It feels a little too out there for me. I don't know what it is about it. All these silly names and the main character is just Elliot. I mean, that works. Like, Elliot is just... Naming stuff is... Naming people, I think, sometimes can be easier. Like, I feel like Elliot is a nice blend between, like, it's not, like, too common of a name. Like, instead of just naming him, like, John, right? It's like, oh, it's just me running around, you know, or naming it, like, I don't know, Philip or something. So, like, I feel like Elliot is a nice name that kind of feels fantastical, but it's not too complicated. It's not, like, some elvish thing that has, like, all these weird naming schemes. And, like, that could work for some people, but... There's a line, I feel like, you know. And of course, people have their different preferences. If you're someone who loves those like complicated words and names and stuff, then like all to you, you know, all the power to you. I always said Philly when I lived down there. Philabilia sounds bad because it sounds like Philly Billy.
Hello there.
There's so many names in Lord of the Rings and many characters with multiple names too. Oh my god, yeah. I forgot that like Gandalf has like 4 or 5 names, you know. That's the reason I DNF'd reading Fellowship of the Rings. The early chapters of Bilbo's birthday is just a biblical name fest. Philades. Nicole actually really liked reading Lord of the Rings too. She enjoyed it. She said it got harder as it went on. But yeah, just like, oh my god. I mean, I could sit here and pull up a Lord of the Rings Morgoth, I'm pretty sure his name is. Like, if we look up Morgoth here. Melkor, commonly known as Morgoth, was the rebel Vala, the first Dark Lord, and the primordial source of evil in Ea in the Elder Days. You already threw, like, 3 or 4, like, words at me that I get the concept, but there's a lot to it. Like, Morgoth, okay, was the rebel Vala. I don't understand, like, who Vala is. On a first read-through, of course, like, just, like, blank, you know, trying to get a description. He coveted Arda and all that it contained, but he was rejected in his lordship by his fellow Ainur. He sought instead to destroy, corrupt, or pervert all that which would create or steward. Defying the will of his creator, Iluvatar. But at least it's like, okay, the creator, Iluvatar, great. And sowing discord among the Ainur. It's just like, oh my god, what the heck? Like, the first age of preceding eras saw him to destroy many works of the Valar, such as the 2 lamps and 2 trees of Valinor, and clash with the Noldor for his theft of the Similaris, leading to Melkor being renamed as Morgoth. What? At least for me, it's like, you know, unless I really just, like, deep dive, it's hard to get immersed in all these sort of, like, at least for me, these names feel very, like, high fantasy. It's hard to understand, you know. Never led Lord of the Rings. There's probably something with expectations and frames of references that's different per person, but that's some psychology shit that I'm not well-versed in. Yeah, I totally agree with that. If you're someone who could probably consumes high fantasy more, maybe some stuff like this could kind of, like, register for you easier, you know? But it's weird, because it's like, aside from all this stuff, like, if I were to talk about, like, what I know from the Lord of the Rings movies and the games, it's like, yeah, like, I understand all this, but maybe it's because, like, I actually consumed that. So it's hard to say. But I was also able to get into it easier because, like, I don't know, the Shire feels easy to remember. Mordor even feels easy. Even Morgoth. Like, I don't know who Morgoth is. I don't know the Second Age. But, like, Morgoth, okay. Like, I think I vibe with that. Maybe it's because I associate with Mordor. It could very well just be, like, that. It's like, okay, Morgoth, Mordor, I understand. You know, but I don't know. Sorry, I gotta catch up on chat here. I need to give Lord of the Rings another shot. The beginning just doesn't grasp my attention when I was younger. Have you watched the movies, Schwam? Or are you talking about just, like, the books? Because I haven't read the books.
Hello there.
But if you haven't seen the movies, I definitely at least recommend watching the movies. Also, Memo, welcome on in. Hello, hello. How you doing? I love watching people explaining the Silmarillion lore. Yeah, I have not been able to, like, grasp the Silmarillion too much. I feel like I need to just, like, sit my ass down and just, like, I'm doing nothing but focusing on Second Age, First Age lore, and I'm just gonna see a word, try to understand what it means. Is it a group? Is it a place? Is it, like, a god? Is it, like, I don't know. I'd have to, like, really sit down and do it, you know? From the random vids I watched, then the Melar are below the Valar. The Valar are the children of Iru, the one, Iluvatar, duh. So my understanding is Valar are the gods that are one step under the main god. I guess so. Was the rebel Vala. Valar were the powers of Arda who govern the world under the direction of Eru Iluvatar. They dwelt on the western continent of Aman. Yeah. Sure. The root word philia from Greek generally means love or friendship. It can also indicate a tendency towards fondness for or affinity for something. More specific sense, it often refers to the kind of love found in deep friendship. So if it started with philia and didn't end with a sound reminiscent of Bildia, it would be fine. Yeah, there's something about... even this, like the Kingdom of Huther. It's a little better, but that doesn't seem to roll off the tongue for me.
The Kingdom of Huther, 1.
But if I actually play this game and get immersed into it, then maybe that just, you know, once I get familiar with it, it's like, oh yeah, the Kingdom of Huther, like, of course, you know. If I were to look up... Here's a test. Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. This is a test for you guys. What do you guys think about the kingdom of Tellius? The word Tellius. Does that grasp you, or does that, like, not get you immersed? Hopefully this is for people who have not played this game. Tellius. So I'm going to catch up on chat here. Bilbo, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Hello, hi, Lord of the Rings fan here. Yes, this is correct. I love Lord of the Rings. We're actually watching the appendices right now. We finished watching the extended editions because, for those who don't know, we're going to New Zealand in November for our honeymoon. So we're actually watching through the appendices of the extended edition. So we're looking at all, like, the behind the scenes and how they built, like, the armor and, like, the miniatures and the bigatures that they made, and, like, the actors talking about, like, their stories and experiences is so fun. Morgoth is crazy. Morgoth equals main baddie overall. I've watched the movies. Okay, so you've seen the movies. I enjoyed watching them all at once, but my body hated me. Oh, yeah. I've done that before, but Nicole couldn't do it this time. We had to just watch the extended editions on their own. Or like, one by one, like, individually. But I want to keep talking. I'm curious to see what you guys think about Tellius, and I'll read that when I come back. I have to pee really badly. Give me 1 second.
Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon?
Okay. I'm back. I am sweating too. Oh my god, it's just warm in here. I've got the AC on. It's freaking... What's the temperature outside right now? It's only 84. That's not bad. But I feel like I'm hot. I'm hot in here. AC is on, fan is on, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry, let me catch up on chat. Bilbo, welcome on in. Hello, hello. We do this once a year in this household. That's awesome. We might watch the Hobbit movies, too, again. Just to keep us in the Lord of the Rings mindset from now until November. We plan on watching all of the appendices. So we're currently on the Two Towers ones right now. We actually just watched last night them talking about Aragorn's foot when he kicked the helmet. If you know that story, press 1. If you don't know that story, press 2. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you probably know it. And if you don't know it, I'll tell you guys. 1. I see it in the chat. I'm reading the chat, but I see it on the thing there. Yeah, 1. She says 2. I just thought Legolas were as hot, Sydney says. It's the Bilbo. PSA token defined a lot of what you associate with the high fantasy genre. So any notion of comparison is likely to start with the Middle-earth setting as the origin point of the genre. Yeah, I mean, even just using, like, Middle-earth is like, okay, like, that feels like, okay, I understand Middle-earth. Like, that just, it fits for me. And I think that's just in general for storytelling. I feel like if you're going to tell a story and you're building a world, I think you can put these high fantasy words, but I think you need to, like, do a good job, like, naturally explaining what everything is without doing this shit. The Valar were the 14 Ainur who, after being molded of Eru's thought, entered Arda after its creation to give the world another combat new evils of Melkor. Like, slow down there, buddy. One word at a time here. But let me catch up because I want to see what you guys think about Tellius. Sorry, I gotta catch up, though. Just say Huther a bunch of times in a row. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you just repeat the words over and over, that just gets ingrained in your head, you know. I'm more of an Aragorn as the hottie guy, but I like my men a bit more rugged. What? Now that I'm not 7 years old or whatever, yeah, Aragorn is hotter. I just got here what's going on. Is there new Lord of the Rings? No, there's not. We were watching the Nintendo Direct, and we're basically talking about how this game, the world, is called Philabeldia. And we kind of just went down this rabbit hole of, like, high fantasy words and names and stuff, and it's like, does this make you feel immersed? Because I was like, look at this. Like, look at this HD 2D world. I love the pixel art. The character looks really cool. Look at the graphics. Look at this lava. And then it's like, oh, Philabeldia.
Overrun by beast tribes. A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the Kingdom of Huther.
Kingdom of Huther. But it's like, oh, like all this in the Kingdom of Huther. And it's like, wow, Kingdom of Huther. Like, I guess, yeah, I don't know. So Tellius is fine. It's okay. It doesn't deter me. Kind of mid for Tellius. For some reason, I think Tellius, like, worked for me. I don't know what it was about it, but it just worked. Maybe it's the way they presented it, because they're like, okay, how about these words here? Crimea, Dane, Gallia, Benyon, Goldoa, Kilvis, and actually, I'm not even familiar with this one. Phonesis? But on first glance, I feel like a lot of these names would, like, kind of be the same thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know. These names kind of feel like kind of high fantasy there, you know? But once I kind of dove into the game, it's like, oh yeah, Crimea and Gallia. Like, I understand. But I think the game did a good job at sort of, like, establishing these countries within this game. This is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, though, by the way, for anyone who might have missed that part. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, this is, like, what it is. But, like, you start in Dane, and, like, you get people talking about Dane. Like, oh, our country, Dane. And, like, maybe they kind of, like, specifically, like, say, like, oh, like, you know, this country, blah, blah, blah. But I think that helps establish it. And then eventually it's like, oh, but we have these enemies from Benyon. And then it's like, cool, there's a rivaling country from Benyon. We kind of established. Now we have Dane. We've got Benyon. And then they slowly, like, as they introduce throughout the game, it's like, oh, then there's this country Crimea. And there's country Gallia. It's like they sort of build it up, you know. Whereas, like, in Lord of the Rings, they just fucking throw it all at you at once. It's like, oh, here's Morgoth, and he was a rebel of this, and the Dark Lord. It's just, like, so many names thrown at once, I feel like feels overwhelming to me. So the pacing of giving us the names, I think is very important when it comes to, like, storytelling and whatnot. We're just going down a huge rabbit hole at this point, but the Hobbits, Tellius, oh my god, jeez. The Hobbits are in New Zealand? Yes, they are. We're going to be going to the Hobbit. We're going to the Shire to have a Hobbit dinner. We'll get to go inside the Hobbit holes and everything. It's going to be fun. I forgot to tell you, I found out the place that I'm going for my honeymoon is the other main inspiration for the Lord of the Rings landscape. Really? Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland? Is that how I pronounce it? That's cool, though. So between us, we're covering all the ground. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Did they film in Switzerland, too? Main inspiration, Lord of the Rings landscape. Because I don't recall. At least all the appendices we're watching now, they kind of just talk about New Zealand. There's a bathroom command. I forgot there was a bathroom command, too. Be right back. Going to do some figure drawings. No problem, Itsu. Appreciate the lurk. I think you just came back, though. I heard a welcome back. Unless that was someone else. I'm still catching up on chat. I apologize. Remember when I spammed, like, 40 hydrates? Just getting hot in here. John, take off all his clothes. Elementality After Dark is early. Yeah, true. Okay, so for those who don't know, so I know I'm finally catching up to this. Everyone said 1. Chi said 2. Anna said 2. Look at this. This is Lord of the Rings. Aragorn kicks helmet. Right here. Right? Of, like, damn, like, they They spent like days chasing after these Uruk-hai, running, barely eating, barely sleeping, and they finally catch up and they're dead. Spoilers, they're not. But everyone, I've seen some people react to this, and there's always at least there's multiple people in the comments, and sometimes like the reactors, like one person has seen it and one person hasn't, and so the one person would be like, "Did you know?" Like it's just one of those things like every Lord of the Rings fan knows. But when Aragorn kicks this helmet, he legitimately broke his toe. This scene, like they kept that shot when he kicked this helmet. That scream was not him acting. That scream was him breaking his toe. It's like they cut and they take off his shoe and like it was like 2 of his toes, like just broken, bleeding, like stubbed, whatever it was, you know. But it's so funny because like every Lord of the Rings fan will like always bring this up to new people, whoever hasn't seen this. I think I did that to Nicole too because I don't think she knew about it. We were watching Two Towers like maybe like a month ago or whatever. And so after that scene happened, like I let it play out, right? Like you don't say it like immediately, right? You have to like he kicks the helmet, you let the scene kind of settle in, give it a minute, and then you turn to your partner and just be like, "So did you know about that scene?" That's kind of like the meme of that. It's like, you know, you can't help but want to tell that part of the like the background of like that movie, you know, of that scene, right? It's like you hold in, you let it settle, and then you just pop that like, "Did you know Aragorn actually broke his toe when he cut when he kicked the helmet?" It's funny. Yeah, that's like the one scene that a lot of people will often do that for. It's very funny. Although, to be fair, the last time I consumed Lord of the Rings media was high school, so I should probably give it another shot, but I'm already overwhelmed by the lore. I gotta be honest with you guys. If you guys want to get together and have a Lord of the Rings night, like, we don't have to marathon all 3 movies, like, that's crazy, but if you want to watch, like, if we want to, like, dedicate 3 nights at some point and, like, have people come over, or maybe even do a Discord call, but I think it'd be fun to have, like, friends over, and we want to watch, like, the Lord of the Rings movies, I'm so down. I just watched them, like, recently, and I'm still down to watch them. I am always down to watch Lord of the Rings. It's so good. It's one of my favorite franchises. One of my favorite pieces of fiction of all time. One Piece beats it, but, you know, I won't go down the One Piece. I'll spare you guys the One Piece ramblings today. Sydney says you like the name Tellius. Yeah. So that's cool. It kind of just shows, for me, Tellius is, like, iconic, you know? Tellius is super iconic, but, like, I played through the game and consumed it, and it's like, you know, yeah, these names just, like, make sense to me, you know? But it's interesting to see that, like, yeah, people who haven't played it, it's like, yeah, these, like, Tellius is kind of mid, it's kind of whatever. For me, it's like, oh, it's perfection, you know? I think that Square probably needs a new person making names. Yeah, I probably agree with that. Crimea is just Ukraine. Oh, my God. Okay, Itsu's back. I'm still catching up on chat. I'm getting there. Close enough. It ends up, it's the inspiration for Rivendell. Oh, it's the inspiration for Rivendell. But Rivendell was actually a miniature. Did you know that? There wasn't, like, an actual place where they filmed Rivendell. Like, right here. Immersion breaking, I know. But this is Rivendell. So they would make, like, for anyone who doesn't know, like, the amount of, like, the crazy things they did for Lord of the Rings, I feel like you don't see in other movies. But, like, they created this whole model and filmed, like, this. And, like, their, you know, the outside shots and stuff. But then sometimes, like, when Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, running, helicopter. Like, these shots of them, like, running across, like, they did, like, go out to New Zealand in a helicopter, and someone was on a helicopter filming. Like, that's not, like, some of it, you know, a lot of these scenes aren't CGI. They just, like, straight up did that. Like, okay, like, go ahead, run across the fields, and they're just running across, and there's just a helicopter filming it. Like, it's just, it's crazy. So I feel like a lot of time you'd think that like it would be CGI these days, but yeah, drones too. Like you would think like drones, but no, they just got in an actual helicopter. Guy sitting there with a big ass camera and like just filming it. I don't think they filmed there, but the book illustrations were based on it. Gotcha. The little Hobbit belts. Oh my, what a hard helmet. Casey still hasn't seen them. All the more reason. Listen. Especially to my IRL friends in the chat. Maybe we should plan some Lord of the Rings nights. I don't know if Nicole would want to watch them again. I'm not sure. I'd have to see if she's interested. If it's with friends, she'd probably be down. Maybe we even like stream it too, or like maybe not stream, but maybe like a Discord thing. We'll see. But I'd love to get like some friends together. I'm totally down to do Lord of the Rings nights. I'd be so down for it. Lord of the Rings potluck for snacks, that would bring me in. Listen, Cheese, do I have to get it again? Oh my god, if we do Lord of the Rings nights, wait. Oh, let me do this. Maybe this is better. Turn the chroma key off. My 2 half-pound cups of Reese's. I still have this. I have not opened this. Anyone who knows, I've had this since the wedding. Cheese Burrito gave this to us, or to me, I guess, specifically, as a wedding gift, as part of the wedding gift. For those who know how much I love Reese's, the amount of restraint I have had to not eat this yet should, like, demonstrate my level of dedication of not eating this yet. But I really want to. But, you know, we could break this out for the Lord of the Rings nights. I'd be down to share it and split it. I mean, 2 half-pound cups is, like, a lot. You know, I could eat it. I could do it. But should I? Probably not. But, we could split that up. The fact that we didn't find you face down in that the day after the wedding is crazy, right? Bilbo, come pick me up when we go to New Jersey. Yeah, come on over. My cups. My lovely Reese's cups. Check it out. Oh my god, that's funny. But yeah, I mean, we could break this out during the Lord of the Rings nights. I think it'd be cool. At least one of them. We'll have to talk about that. But, okay. I am getting a little tired. I'm getting a little shaky hungry, as Nicole likes to call it. I feel my body, like, wanting to, like, I need to eat something. A banana and coffee was not enough this morning. So, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. If there's still someone on YouTube, thanks for chilling. But I'm gonna end the YouTube stream here.